Hello, Migualas. This is the first GMPD master's class. So this is going to be a little bit different from how we've been doing great moments in production and delivery for the course of a year. First and foremost, what will make this different is we're not going to span a person's discography. We will focus on two, perhaps three key things and a little bit of some explanations about what makes this so magical. So this is, like I said, the first masterclass. So these will only get better as I go. This is a first attempt for me. So I am excited, yet quite horrified because I don't feel like I do any justice to my learning. So a little bit about the background information on a program that I'm doing. There's this wonderful website called Udemy, udemy.com. And there's a whole host of different courses and things of that sort on there that I just absolutely adore. And for several months now, which for anyone else would probably not take as long to finish, I've been doing a music theory course through Udemy. Uh, because at some point or another, no matter how much of a fan you are of something, you do want to start to refine and finesse your knowledge. You can't just let what you bring be the end all be all of it. There's got to be some technicality to it. So I am in a 6-part series with an Alberton certified educator. This is a PhD instructor at an American university. So it's really, really cool. On top of the fact that I'm going back in time to learn things that I learned when I was in music education many years ago. So I am excited that this is going to make the courses and the GMPD experience that much more exciting for you all. The PhD instructor's name is Jason Allen. And again, he is an Alberton certified trainer. So if you're like, what in the world is Alberton? That's Ableton. It's a way for professional educators, DJs, um, music heads, engineers, producers, consultants. They can get certified in their craft. That's an eventual goal for me, but very, 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 very far into the future. I'm nowhere close to that. So now that I've gotten all of that out of the way, and Jason Allen is a teacher at University of St. Thomas. If you're just like trying to find all these factoids that I'm throwing with that at you. All right. Now that we've got all of that magical precursor out of the way, let me say hey to everybody, and then let's get into Mr. Kim Junsu. I've been waiting so long for this. I've been waiting so long to talk about him. So hi TJ, hello Trisha, hello Regina, hello Tayez, hello Maya. Okay, let's discuss Tushy Chameleon. You mean Duck Butt? Mr. Duck Butt himself. Oh, excuse me. Good morning from Fargo. Fargo. Kaden, hello. Hi, Miss Odetha. Hi, Gabby. Yo, what are we talking about? We are talking about Kim Junsu, also known as Shia or Zaya, depending upon what emphasis you want to put on it, because I've had this argument via Jessica's YouTube channel where several of his fans wanted to come and check me. And I said, well, here's the thing. He has an album named Signature. So if his name is Shia, you can't make Sig from that, but whatever. Anywho, hi, Dina. Hello, Miss Kate. Hello, Trisha. Hello, it's Yusef. All right. Small group, but that's okay. The humor in this is one particular person who very much wanted to hear this isn't even in this chat. So I'm going to send her a message right quick so she can be like, oh my God. Excuse me. Going to disrupt everything just for a moment. Perhaps you're in bed, maybe not, but you were waiting on this GMPD master's class and now it's on. So I'm looking for you in the chat and I don't see you. Okay, there we go. Nothing like getting called out by your favorite YouTuber via Marco Polo. Okay, Junsu, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. Okay, where to begin my love nuggets? Kim Junsu, also known as Xia, Zia, which is just another way of saying Asia because he wants to be the greatest artist in all of Asia, which is not overtly ambitious at all because of the stock he comes from. This gentleman started out at SM Entertainment at 11 years old as a trainee. He's a part of, was a part of the ever legendary DBSK, also known as TVXQ. TVXQ used to be a fivesome. For you who are newer to K-pop, you might know TVXQ as being two, but you don't know anything else about that. It used to be five of them. He was one of the vocalists in the group. And he, along with two other members, decided to bring attention to some adversities that were going on contractually and managerially. And they ended up leaving SM Entertainment and establishing a group that was initially called JJY in Japan, but transitioned itself into what we now know as JYJ. JYJ is also the same group. If you've been keeping up with my channel for a long time, or me for a long time, you know I like to shout to the high heavens about Kim Jae-jung, who is Lestat. He's a vampire. He's in that group with him. Junsu is one of the strongest vocalists in all of Korean pop music. He's wonderful. There's no, when I say strong, I don't mean like Jennifer Hudson rafter shaking strength. There's this purity and delicateness to his singing that's just it's incomparable. He's absolutely amazing. He has a vocal range that ranges in 3 octaves and 2 notes and 1 semitone. So when I say vocal range, for definitive purposes, a vocal range in definition is the amount of breadth of pitches that the human voice can make. Make would be the word phonate, Phonate. And phonation is basically the sounds that our vocal cords and the entire vocal cavity, for lack of better terms, are able to make. So some of us can go very low, some of us can go very high. You might have heard of soprano, alto, tenor, and things of that sort. Those are all phonations. That's all a part of phonating. So he has a very impressive range. And he can also do some supporting ranges, which means what you might hear is a falsetto. That word might be familiar to you, which is very high. I cannot hit a falsetto. I am so not that. But he is capable of doing uh, two different notation styles in that. For more specifics, if you want to know his actual vocal range at this point in time, he ranges between an A2 and a D6. He can also do F sharp as a head note, a falsetto note. He is a tenor, technically. And to some, that might be shocking because it's like, I've heard this man hit some sickening notes. How is he a tenor? A tenor is a classical male singing voice. Is quite common in terms of vocal range. Uh, a baritone is the absolute deepest. So if you're thinking of Boys to Men and you're thinking of their bass or their baritone singer who's no longer a part of the group, that is the lowest. That's not common, but tenor is very, very common. The majority of who you listen to in K-pop fall within that tenor range. There is also countertenor, which would be someone like V from BTS, but that's not the end all be all. It's not the end all be all. Uh, Tenors usually range from tenor high C to the extremely lows, which is an A2. And as I stated, he is capable of doing an A2. Junsu does pop, he does ballads, and he does theater. He is known in Korea for being a guaranteed ticket sale when it comes to doing theater. he can sell tickets like nobody's business, and not just sell a little bit. He will sell out every theatrical scheduled performance of whatever play he is in or whatever musical he's in. He's just that damn good. He's consistent with his placements, and he emotes so much. He just emotes so much. He also writes, produces, and arranges a lot of the music on his albums. He's also a hip hop head. He has an affinity towards working with rappers and things of that sort because he loves the genre. And for those of you who really dig for those of you who dig the whole who's dating who thing, for a moment in time, he used to date one of the rappers in EXID. Very short public relationship, but he loves hip hop and he loves music. He's also a twin, but he's not like BAP's Bang Young-gook, where that's an identical twin. He's a fraternal twin, and his twin is a singer as well, both in China and Japan. So those are the little factoids that I wanted to share with you all before we start focusing on these songs. We're going to look at 3 songs, 3 songs only. I would love to look at more, but for this to be what I need it to be, it has to be very small. So first, I want to thrust you into the passion, the drama, the emotion of his song 11 a.m. There's a video to this song where he's honest to God just walking through a field and sitting down, and he's just singing, and it's one of the most goosebumps inducing, shiver down your spine experiences. This was how I was exposed to him. I had not heard the magical, legendary Neurotic by TVXQ just yet. I just happened to be looking for a video for something else, and I saw this and I was moved to tears. There is a possibility that I might tear up playing it anyway because it's just that beautiful. This song was released in 2013. And again, it's just called 11 a.m. It's an acoustic ballad. So when you go with acoustics, and I find it funny that they call it an acoustic ballad because really ain't much going on. It's just him. When I think of acoustic, and that's still me from my developing knowledge on a more technical side. When I think of acoustic, I think of guitar. I think of the openness of an acoustic guitar and perhaps very limited instrumentation. This didn't need anything. This man didn't need nothing but the wind of nature blowing behind him as he sings. It's just that pure and beautiful. The transitions are just, they're like silk. He's very well known for his runs. They're not Christina Aguilera runs because all of that extra is not necessary. They're crisp. They're exact. They're up there with Ailey. If you watched the GMPD 2 weeks ago, that was about Ailey. They're in that same little neck with the amount of soul that they give. And he works the hell out of the larynx to give vibrato. That's when you hear, instead of going, it'll be, that shake that you hear, the movement of the jaw that over articulates vocal choices and the phonating, the phonation. So you're going to hear a little bit of that in this just God beautiful song. So I'm going to play a bit of that for you and then talk about some of the things that you are hearing. Yes, Mr. We Gonna Rock the World. You better hit the nail on the head. Okay. Here we are with 11 a.m. And as I said, it's a high probability that I might tear up because it's just so beautiful. Oh, so you hear nature. Nothing big about that except the sound of nature. And I intentionally picked the video just so you can hear how open he is. My God. 잠을 깨우는 햇살이 싫다.
잊을 게 없는 하루 세상이 밉다
Ugh.
머리나 아프다
And it doesn't hurt that he fine as hell.
물을 마시고 나를
Goosebumps.
옷매무새 정리해 봐도 나가긴 싫다 내 맘 가득 찬
His control.
우리 그
Sickening.
시간에 난 혼자였다 미칠 것 같아 한 번만 날 안아줄래 한 번만
Mm.
나 아닌 그 사람 몰래 사랑한다 몇 번이고 널 향해 외쳐봤지만 내 눈앞에 네가 없다 네가 없다
Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, and his stepbrother. I can't. It's absolutely. It's. There is this cleanliness, this cleanliness to the breaths that he takes, the points that he chooses to inhale to prepare for the next note. It's the vocal control is haunting. It's disturbing how beautiful it is. Um it makes no sense. It just doesn't. So when you're learning to sing and when you're learning to act, you learn about your chest vocals and your diaphragm vocals. What you do here and here doesn't have the same amount of force and control as what you do within the diaphragm. This man, this man has a chest voice that can put hen in front of a note or trail it out, and then he'll immediately follow it up with the diaphragm. So you've got these wispy, these first and foremost, you got birds chirping and everything, and you hear nature around him in this song, but you hear the nature of his voice. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm going? I'm trying not to get fangirl on y'all. There's there's the wind, which is a force that we use uh in comparing how time can shift and how things are moved. And he's playing off of that, and it's a lot of magic going on, and it's a lot of magic going on. He's playing off of the natural beauty of wind with the vocal choices he's taking. There is another version of this song. It does not have to sound like this, but his awareness of the surroundings and what he's trying to emote has a lot of the chest notation going on to give you the hairiness, the softness that you need. And then he turns around and he tells you, I'm going crazy. Michigo gata. Like, what? I can't take it. How beautiful it is to go from one direction to the other. It's an exceptionally balanced song. If you ever put headphones on and listen to this, there's no shifting, there's no backing vocal resonance, reverb, aka echo. There's none of that going on. It's just crisp and clean and beautiful. The range is narrow. There's slight intonations. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and I encourage you to listen to this before going to sleep and put the subtitles on. Don't listen to the non-video version. I want you to go straight to Low End Music, aka One the K, and I want you to look at this video as you look at his face and where he chooses to breathe, and if his shoulders expand when he breathes, or if it's just the chest, or if it's just a change in the throat. That's sickening control. It's amazing. Control. He's just, oh, it's so ethereal. It's just amazing. His voice is like an angel. Now we go from there and we skip over to another song that for some, because they weren't, too aware of his passion for American, not American, let me fix that, for English R&B, because it's not just American R&B. He has an album that had quite a few uh he has albums that have quite a few English here thrown in there and whatnot, but he did have a full English album. I wanted to talk about one of the songs on there, but because English is our first language, predominantly those of us who are watching this, I didn't think it did any justice. I'd rather you surprise yourself with that. But I do want to go to this sassy ass song called Intoxication. Now, sorry. I didn't mean to make that Krusty the Crown laugh. Let me tell you a little bit about the song Intoxication. Okay, all right. It's so sassy. It's such a reflection of the contemporary R&B music of that time. Um the introduction will sound very familiar to you. And see, there's a high probability of me like getting this whole video snatched off talking about this because Intoxication is not, it's a Japanese song and you're not supposed to play anything Japanese on here. But I can't help myself. I gotta give you a little bit of it. I have to give you a little bit. So I might not be able to play the music, but we do need to talk about it anyway. Oh man, y'all, I'm willing to risk my channel for this song. You don't understand. You don't understand. See, now look at this, Jesus. That's my advance. Like, you sure you want to pull up this Japanese? Japan is exceptionally protective of Japanese content. This song is in Korean, it is in Japanese, and it also has some English thrown in there. And I just want to play the song. I just want y'all to hear it so bad. Let me tell you about these lyrics right quick, though. I need you to know. This comes off of his first album, Tarantalegra. Tarantalegra, which a lot of people who don't know no better like to call it tarantula, and that's not what it is. That's not what the album is. It's not what it is. That's not what it is, okay? So that's the album. If you start digging through all of his stuff, that has all the gorgeous filigree and like lace, and his hand is on his eye. His nails are always well done. I'm sorry, y'all. You're just gonna have to accept this fangirling. His nail polish is always right, and his fingernails is always right. I don't even know if it's real polish on this album color. It might be a foil wrap. He was ahead of his time. He was ahead of his time. I wonder what his fingernails look like now that he's still in the military. We still got one more year to go. I need time to go ahead and just go ahead and hurl forward. Okay, let's go over these lyrics. My skin jolts as if my breath is dying. Make me feel it. Start the foreplay. Bitch, what? Turn the air conditioner on. My fingertips are searching and lost deep inside, deep inside, deep inside. Crazy. Ditto. Touch you, baby, several times. Squeeze you, baby. Let me feel your let me feel your naughtiness. Stroke you like an arpeggio. Yeah. Don't touch me. Tell me what you want. Hey, tell me, do you want me? Oh no. Oh yeah. You say, baby, now. I know that you want me. Oh no, I want to tell you, baby, now. Kiss and touch me. Taste and touch me, baby. Slap the taste out of this man's mouth. Take it off and throw it. Make it love. Bite and touch me. Kill and touch me, baby. My intoxication. You're not dealing with a child. I want you all to know that you're not dealing with a kid. This is an adult. This adult was like, hey, let me tell you, let me tell you about some grown shit, because I'm not here for this Papa Diddy Bop Papa Diddy that y'all needed from me. Like, no. It's exceptionally sassy. Maybe I can get away with just playing just a little bit of the chords. Cause y'all got to hear him tell her, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Y'all gotta hear it. Okay, all right. I'm risking it. I'm risking it. I'm risking it. I don't care. I'm risking it. Y'all gotta hear it. Y'all got to hear it. It is what it is.
All right, baby, yeah.
This is the Korean version. First and foremost, let me let y'all know that he wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music, and he arranged it. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. All right, I'm risking it. Here we go. All right, that's all I'm giving you. I'm not about to jack my channel up because that's still, the song is still protected by his Japanese label when he was still on it. That's what the issue is. So, as you can hear, it's a simple kit drum. It ain't nothing really going on with that. There's just a little guitar jacking with you, but the harmonies of the chorus is just sickening because he's all wispy in his breathing and stuff. And when I was first hearing the song, I thought he said, bite and touch me. I mean, bite and F me. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. And I'm still not confident he really said bite and touch me. Anyway, the chorus is in English, but I'm still convinced that he says something dirty and I like it. So the song is everything. I need you to take your own time and listen to that. For the strength of his delivery, the confidence and with what it is that he's saying. He's not mincing his words at all. This was the first song that I heard. First off, this daggone album came out in 2012, May of 2012. I just got into K-pop October of that year. I thought everything was candy coated happiness and like lollipops and shit. I didn't know anybody on the pop scene could get up and put the word foreplay into a song. I didn't know that. So this was very, very racy. It was extremely racy. And this was the first album he released as a solo artist anyway. So all of the confines and rules and regulations, both real and unforeseen, of being a pop idol, he said, F all that. I'm throwing this sassy ass song smack dab in the middle of my album. Oh, now we jump from that and we're going to go to the title track, which I'm sorry, I don't want to go to that just yet. Wait a minute. We're going to go forward in time and then we're going to come back to the actual title track from that first album. I want to go forward quite a bit to a song called Flower. For those who might not know that that's the name of the song, it's likely because you hear the chorus, come take my hand. And you're like, oh, okay, so the song must be called Take My Hand. It's not. It's not called Take My Hand. The song is called Flower. And it features Tableau of Epic High. It really feels weird to say Tableau of Epic High. That's like saying Amber of FX. Like that's where they started, but they stand on their own. So it features Tableau. And what makes this song so fascinating, God, what makes this song so fascinating for me and hopefully for you is the arrangement of it. There's a lot of ways that he could have made this album. I'm sweating just talking about that last album. I feel like a sweaty, stanky mess. Okay, he released Flower in 2015. And what makes the song so amazing to me is he had all input on the music. So he decided he was going to go and reach out to a hip hop artist, Tableau, for an unexpected zazazoo, if you will, a little sprinkling of some seasoning on it. But he has classically trained singers in the chorus. He's giving you chamber music while he's also giving you a hip hop beat, while he's also giving you theatrical drama in his performance. It's way too much going on. I do recommend seeing the video just so you can watch him get off of a throne and saunter, because this man doesn't walk anywhere. He saunters down an aisle with some leather pants on, and it's a very attractive thing to see. It's real hot. But if you don't watch the video and you just listen to the song for what it is, which is what we are about to do, um, you're going to hear some of the magic as to why he can command so much attention and so much grace when he's on a theatrical stage, just as much as he can in a concert. Let me turn this air conditioner off. I think my body is okay now. Can't believe I had a hot mess moment. I genuinely intended on articulating so much more in a better way about that stupid song, but I just couldn't. I thought I could. I couldn't. Bear with me. This is the first of the masterclass. So just bear with me. All right, here we go. The song, once again, is called Flower, more commonly known as Take My Hand. Okay.
Take my hand. You know I'm here with you. Say my name. 'Cause lies can't kill the truth. 다 들어가고 있어. 거짓 안에 숨겨왔던 진실들을.
Shut up, Junsu.
숨을 죽이고 있어. 작은 입술 위에 깨진 많은 꿈들. Nobody can help me. 썩어버린 기억 저편 위에 나를 꺼내줘. Come take my hand. Come take my hand. 말라버린 내 심장을 적셔줘. Come take my hand. 다시 널 위해 살아갈 수 있게. Please take my hand.
A lot happened in there. We've been 1 minute and 20 seconds into the song. Let's talk about some of the things that have occurred. First, give me a second, because I can see the choreography in my head. Okay. First and foremost, if I didn't tell you that this was if I didn't tell you that this was the lead track from his album, you would think this was from some musical. You just simply would, because of the composition choices that he made. You've got chamber music vibes. You've got an opera singer in the background just finessing the shit out of this song. You got a very level beat, a little bit of guitar, but it's not a lot going on. He's everything. The audacity to let the first harmony moment be "Nobody can help me." You damn right they can't. Can't nobody help you, because you sickening. That's the first harmony that we get. You get a little bit of his windiness. Then you get a little bit of angst. Then you get 3-part harmony with himself. Because what is a backup singer when you really don't need one? So he's already showing you that he can give you drama and stress and tension, but he can also give you theatrical control. It's very interesting. He has a tendency as well with his ad libs to ad lib in English, which I think is just panty dropping magical. Oh God, if I ever wanted to share this with anyone on an academic stance, there's so much of this I would have to take out now. Take it. He has a tendency to ad lib in English, which is just very, very attractive to me. And once we get past this second chorus, you're going to hear some of his ad libs and whatnot. And it's magically delicious. And then there's this very gorgeous note that he's going to pierce through the air with. And then Tableau's going to come and body this track with a simple, "It's all right." But the way that the tone is, like the arrangement on this, Junsu, what were you thinking? Hug him, touch his face. Okay, let's fast forward. I just want to play all of his songs from start to finish from y'all. I just want to turn on a live stream with just his music. Okay, all right. We've fast forward a little bit. I'm sorry, rewound just a little bit to where we stopped. Y'all might as well get as much of this song as you can. Here we go.
우참이 밟혀지고 It's like love is pain 꺾인 날개처럼
The strings.
내 구속하는 수많은 그 상처
Stop it. Stop it. I must help you understand. I must help you understand. I must help you understand. This man just went in his head vocals to say love is pain. And then he turns around and he's got the choir in the back singing. And now he's dropped to his lowest octave, his lowest tenor octave. What? I don't care that the technical response to this is he sang the song one way and then had them rewind the track and he went back in and harmonized with himself. I don't care about the logic. I care about the beauty of you was just up here and now you're down here in the matter of 2 breaths. I dig it. His brain said, do it. His voice did it. And he gave us a gift. He gave us a gift. Okay. I'm trying not to fangirl. Okay, it's not winning. It's not working. All right, let's go back.
It's like love is pain 꺾인 날개처럼 내 구속하는 수많은 그 상처 파고드는 슬픈 가시 같아 Take my hand, oh, come take my hand 알아버린 내 심장을 덮쳐줘
You better ad lib. Sorry. He better ad lib. First ad lib is oh. Then he say hey. You like yes. Then he say take my hand, and you like damn straight. I'll take it. He's singing over himself, ad-libbing in English. Why must you be this way? All right, let's go back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I was expecting this to be so much more finesse than this. I'm sorry. I am the caloric intake of all of his magic. Okay. I am the trans fat and the saturated fats. Okay. I am Junsu ad lib trash. I have been from the first doggone song that he did where an ad lib was thrown in there. I can't help it. I'm sorry. This man told you till the end, baby. What? Just, it's okay. You don't have to pull my hair. I'll just pull it for you. It's okay. You don't have to take it. I'll do it for you. These ad libs are everything. Everything. Okay, we got to rewind just a little bit, not because I want to hear the ad libs again, but you need to be able to hear the build up to this 2-part harmony he's about to do. And then have Tableau come in on a violin and cello run. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Okay.
Take my hand 있잖아 세상에 실수조차 빈죄가 되던가 또다시 새가 내
You bring a hip-hop artist in on live orchestra. Oh, I would say your faves could never, but if your faves is Earth, Wind, and Fire or Nas, and Nas did a whole album with the live orchestra, then maybe your faves can. All right, so now we're going to the title track from his first album. This was too much for me, y'all. I'm sorry. This was supposed to be so much more clean than this. All right. While I'm getting that queued up, let's go back to when I first started dying and just see some of the things that you all have been saying. Wow. See, that's how I know. This is proof. This is how I know that the master classes need to be pre-recorded so that I can get all of this out of my system. I want to be able to put these things in my portfolio, which is highly likely that there will be, thanks to, in part, Sai, who was in here. She assisted with the script. I'll more than likely be able to go back and make a nice, clean voiceover audio GMPD masterclass recap so people don't have to sit and suffer through this. Yeah. All right, here we go. So we have some people just have that gift of emoting through their voice. It's such an amazing gift, and one of the reasons I love music so much. It's beautiful, blankety blank blank. You cannot have a discussion about the greatest vocals in history without mentioning Kim Junsu. It's impossible. It genuinely is. His control is unreal. Beautiful intonation. Yes, it is on 11 a.m. Mama is preaching right now. Teach the children. I'm trying not to get fangirl on you, she says. Yeah, I failed at that. Totally did. The fangirl jumped out. Girl, you fangirl and made the string pause on my end and start from the beginning. Hi, Chelsea. It's like the technique in musicals when you grow the power of the note through the end to fill it out instead of keeping it at one level. That's exactly what it is, and it's just effortless for him. Not to say he doesn't practice his skill, because he's exceptionally protective of his voice. He knows it's his bread and butter. He knows it's his most amazing instrument. And his voice changed right before debut when he was in TVXQ. Little known fact. Well, not little known fact. It's widely known, but FYI, his voice changed because, for crying out loud, he was training since he was 11. So his voice did a serious change a few months before they debuted, and he was horrified at what it could have done. So he's exceptionally protective of his voice. Oh no, side, we about to die. When Ashley literally says intoxication and moans, the song will snatch every fiber of you. It is such a sexy song. That was the song my friend introduced me to DBSK with. Ha ha. Oh, this is a Junsu discussion, Chelsea. It's all Kim say. I slap you in the face with the vocals, Junsu. A grown amen. Triggered. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Thomas. Risky. Yes, it is. Um, and the thing is, oh Lord, let me somebody has it out. Let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up. And the thing is, this was before he got invested in theater, before Dracula happened. Oh my God, Dracula. Okay, sorry. Yeah, y'all just take some free time and just just Google him and just play everything you can get your hands on and get musically turned out. Like a what? Bite whom? Kiss and touch what? Can we express the amount of hand and finger contact? I'm trying not to cry in the club. There's so much that goes on with them word plays. He's a dangerous lyricist when he writes. My God in heaven. I love grown music. Oh man, Flower though. I love Flower. Love that album. Video is awesome. The song is too. Oh no, walking is beneath this kid. Yeah, he don't walk. You just notice how I just stopped laughing and everything. Like he walking. He don't do that. Girl had a hot flash when she said the name intoxication. I really did. These breath notes in the background. Someone stop him. Death drop sickening. That's right, Harold. Tableau gets on a song and he will murk it. Don't even matter. It doesn't. Two breaths and no cracks. Body roll. This boy is always in church. This boy is always in church. That's my favorite. That's my favorite quote. This boy is always in church. Oh, he has so much emotion in his voice. I can't. Hold up. Doing an internet. What was the name of that song? We've played Flower, we've played 11 a.m., and we've played Intoxication, not in that order. And his visual is sex for your eyes. Oh, Junsu and live orchestra. Pardon me while I go grow sob and dig my own grave. Hey, Miss Wicked. Yeah, he's too much for me. His voice is like sex for your ears, and his visual is sex for your eyes. He's so many magical things. He really is. So now we're going to go to the title song of his debut single. Why? See, now even I just hopped on Wikipedia just for the hell of it. Why is the song clip that they have on there intoxication? Self-composed R&B track. My eye twitch. Self-composed R&B track from the solo single, which is sung in Japanese. Like, this song is dangerous. He should have never. He should have never. I'm just reminding y'all, because I said it already, but just reminding y'all, there's an extremely high probability that this video will get snatched off worldwide because I played that Japanese song. So, sorry. If you were here to experience it, then yay. If not, you know, it could put a strike on my channel, but I had to. I had to let y'all know. I had to. Okay, so now that I've risked it all for one sassy ass song, we're gonna go over to Terra. It's a 44-minute, 13-second album, and he just be slapping everybody in the mouth with it. It's wonderful. He had Flow Sick on this song. He did not write the lyrics for it, but it doesn't do any justice to. It doesn't take anything away from it. It's not an injustice. He did the music. He did the arrangement for it. But the magic of who did the lyrics is the fact that it's his twin brother. So he made his solo debut on his own terms and brought his brother along for the ride. His brother, as I said very early on, is an artist in his own right as well, who goes by the name Juno, Juno. So, and they're not identical twins, ladies and gents and thems. They're not identical twins, they're fraternal. But even still, like, to know that it's two, it hurts a little bit, and I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this up. There are like multiple easily able to find videos of this song all over YouTube. So just get into it, okay? Just jump into whichever one makes you feel the best because it's great. I've never seen the name actually written in Korean until this moment. I've never went to look for it. Taran Talegura. Cool beans. All right, here we go.
Yo, this time. Come on. Hold it. Shall get on. Get on. Okay, what music will you listen to? Hey, what music will you listen to? Hey, what music will you listen to? Hey, what music will you listen to? God, what music will you listen to? Hey, what music will you listen to? Hey, what music will you listen to? Hey, what music will you listen to? Come on. 어딜 가나 똑같은 음악 그들을 벗어나지 못해 너와 다른 자세까지는 점점 빨리 돌아가는 세상 눈 깜짝하면 변한 대세 정신 차려 또 넘어질라 네 스스로 일어나 다른 달래가 즐겨봐 다른 달래가 음악에 취해 다른 달래가 다른 달래가 너무 소리 질
You can't forget that doggone chorus. First and foremost, because he come out of nowhere with strings. Nobody knew what the hell to expect from him. This was his first freaking album. We're like, what's gonna happen? This hard ass to pronounce word is not hard for those of you who happen to love Harry Potter, however, because it's the name of a spell. It's the dancing spell. So it was very, very creative. And I mean, if you, why can't I talk about this man? If you seen this man dance, oh boy. So it makes sense that he's like, I'm gonna make you do it. The music is going to make you dance. There is some auto-tune on it, which was a reflection of music production at the time, not a reflection of lacking control, because he got that. He got that. Okay. But he did combine the orchestrative sounds with the drama of his delivery. Then he's got his hip hop in there because of Flow Sick, who was legendary in his own right. It's a good song for you to hear him making the transition from what you heard in TVXQ into his own foray. The album is well-bodied, like I'm talking about a freaking beer or a wine. The album is very balanced, because he had input on everything. So he knew to give everybody something that was going to give them that oh, okay, you're a pop idol, you're a K-pop idol vibe. Well, of course, here they wouldn't say K-pop idol because it's K-pop, like it's Korea, it's their pop music. So okay, you're a pop artist. Oh, all right, I get it. And then you start getting into this album because there was 12 tracks on there. 12 tracks. This is track number 2. You get in, and the further you start going, then you end up reaching intoxication because that's the middle of the album, same album. And you like, oh, he's here to make a statement. He's here to make an absolute statement. He repackaged the album as well because it sold so well, and he went on a world tour not too long after this and just started chokeholding the Japanese, Korean, and some Chinese charts. It was quite crazy. He also peaked at the number 10 position on the Billboard charts with this album. So like he did the damn thing. He really did. And I adore it because when you've gone through so much to reach your goals, all he ever wanted to be was an artist. That's all he wanted. And when you're willing to chase something this many years, because we're a year apart in age, you've been chasing this shit for 22 years? Like, bruh, that's impossibly magically delicious. That's a very definitive decision to make at such a young age. So again, I got all the technical stuff out early on, and then my fangirling just got in the way of finessing this. I didn't talk about his register. I didn't talk about the agility of his delivery. I failed you all in my best attempt at starting something new. But I do know at the very least it was very engaging. And if you're not aware of who this artist is, you will be inclined to check him out. So I will more than likely make the master classes where we do this 1 hour and we focus on 3 or 4 songs and kind of dismantle them as best as I can. And then I come back a little later with a refined scripted video for you to get the educational side that you need, because I didn't bring it the whole way. I started strong. I got real wobbly in the middle and I just fell off. So I hope that you can forgive it, but I hope that it was enjoyable for you nonetheless. I really, really do. Let me scroll and see what y'all were saying, because I failed it. In my brain, it was so much more better than this. I mean, when you're banned from your own country, you pretty much say F it, do what you want. Pretty much. Pretty much. Excuse me, twin, you say yes. My inner gayness is jumping all the joy. Oh, thank Junsu, but like lots of body and jaw. He's such a dancing beast. I appreciate him snatching my soul every time he opens his mouth. Oh, for those who don't know, he didn't pull that out of his ass. It's the name of a dancing spell. Yeah, see? Side note. Well, Sai is a huge DBSK fan. Like, she is Cassiopeia and very much blown away by the magic of Junsu. Obsessed about all things DBSK? Me? Nah, fam, nah. Miss Kate says those backup dancers in this video were amazing. His backup dancers are incredible. I don't know how anybody hang with him. He really don't need nobody. Those voice is sex for ears, visual sex for the eyes, dances is just sex. All the sex. Too bad Flow Sick wasn't in the actual video. He wasn't, which was such a dang old waste. This was during his first run of Dracula, I believe. Boy, it was brand new after that musical. Considering the MV was basically an orgy, yeah, I don't know if Flow Sick would have fit in that. No, that wasn't Dracula. I'm sure the sea as me out during Elizabeth. Oh, y'all know y'all stuff. I love it. All these Cassies in here. Ty, that's what I was saying. Side sex for eyes and ears. Yo, he also used all ethnicities and body types in his choreography. Yes, he does. He very much does. I want you all to get into him if you're not. He's phenomenal. He's currently enlisted. And TJ sent me news earlier today that the transition for mandatory military stuff prior to age of 30 will be changing very soon here in this country. So that's exciting. He's a part of the last sweep of the generation of people who had to do it. But he waited until his 30s anyway. So yeah, I'm ready for him to come back. I was horrified when Jaejoon came back because I fear him much the same that I fear NCT Taeyong. but I'm ready for him to come on back extra swole and vocally ready to shut stuff down. Nobody body rolls like this man, okay? I just need you to just watch his videos. That's all I can give you. So that is this hot mess GMPD Masters class. I tried my best, y'all. I really did. It will be better next time. The entire R&B fear changes because what do when a vampire enlists? What do you do with that? What do you do? Do you like hide your neck? The uniform doesn't allow it. What do you do when somebody that beautiful comes in and the sun doesn't tan them and they like to be out in the sun? What do you do when you just can't find no type of safety because this man is not alive? I just want to know. I just want to know if anybody has an answer to that. Almost everybody in the chat already know about Junsu. That's why we're here. Ask him to be big. I would. I'm so down. Came through screen. I just, I'm horrified by him in all the right and wrong ways. That concludes this mess. I'm so glad that y'all know about him. And if you didn't know, that now you do. Anticipate a very cleanly recorded video in the future. It'll more than likely drop in July, because June's almost over. So thank you. For those of you who are on Instagram, I'm about to hop on my Instagram account and make moody ass music. So that's it for tonight. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for struggling through this with me.